Previously on Survival. With only 3 days remaining, the tide is starting to shift. Colton defeated Cameron in the duel.
Colton, back in the game, wins the duel.
However, this opportunity didn't last long as his threat level skyrocketed. With the help of 2 immunity idols and the immunity crown, Colton was sent to the jury.
10th person voted out. 6th member of the jury, Colton.
At the beach challenge, Hunter found himself redeeming his past as he was first to finish the word scramble.
Say it out loud.
I live to see the final 3.
Hunter wins immunity for the 3rd time in a row.
Evan, who hasn't won a challenge since the beginning of the merge, is starting to see the threat Hunter poses.
Obviously, Hunter, he's won 3 challenges. I've won 1. If Hunter wins tomorrow, he's got 4 challenges. I mean, it's a little scary. I hope he takes me.
But will they stay true to their loyalty or flip to the final 2, taking Ellie over each other? At Tribal Council, they finished off the Green Tribe duo as Joey was next to be voted out.
11th person voted out, the 7th member of our jury, Joey.
Now, the final 3 is set between Hunter, Evan, and Ellie. Hunter has won 3 immunity challenges and secured an idol while running the game, along with Evan, who has won a challenge, found an idol, and has a secret advantage up his sleeve. Ellie hasn't won a challenge yet, but she has stayed on the good side of jury members. 2 of them will survive to the final 2, and 1 will earn the title of sole survivor. With 1 final immunity challenge and 1 final tribal council, soon the power will shift to the jury, and the votes will be casted for the last time. So, stay tuned to see who will become the winner of Surviving Eagle Redemption.
All right, we are back here with our final 3, our final immunity challenge. For the last time, immunity is back up for grabs. All right, guys, are you ready to figure out what your final 3 challenge is?
Yes.
Okay, the toughest one yet. Takes a lot of strategy and thinking. You each have your cards that have your names on it. Don't touch them or flip them over. And leave the weight on it so that it doesn't fly away. On the back side, there's a message written that you have to decode in Morse code. It is written in Morse code completely. You have to decode. Here's what you're going to do. Over there on that bench, there's another card that has every single letter of the alphabet and what their Morse code translation is, okay? So you have to go there, memorize some, come back. You know, depending on what your strategy is, you could stay there longer or you could do fewer trips, okay? But the first person that accurately completes their message, call me over. I'll let you know if it's right. If it is, you have a spot in the final 2. Person who wins decides who goes in the final 2. All right, I'll give you a few minutes, strategize, we'll get into it.
Wait, can we look at the clock?
All right, this is for immunity. Our final challenge is about to start. Survivors, take your place. You ready? Go.
Wait, can we?
Ellie's moving on. Morse code message. Hunter and Evan trying a different strategy. Everybody's working really hard. Look at each thing at a time. If you look at the whole thing at once, you're going to be confused. Hunter's on the move, though. He's been working pretty quick. Evan making some quick progress. Hunter thinks he has something, maybe. Speeding over. Evan's back. Been going for about 12 minutes now. Everybody's making some pretty good progress.
What is going on? You like write everything there.
Say that again, please.
I have decoded this message, which means I have immunity and the power to decide the final two.
Evan wins. Final immunity. Safe. And secured his spot in the final two. Ellie, Hunter, there are no idols. Evan has the only immunity. He will decide which one of the two of you is going to bring. All right. One of you will become the final member of the jury, and the other one will have a chance at the million.
You know, I've got a very tough decision to make here after winning immunity right there. I could either take Hunter and stick to my morals of loyalty and try and beat him out there. I feel like it's pretty even. Or I could almost take Ellie. If I take Ellie, she hasn't done much. I feel like I'd probably win that.
Came up short today. Tough challenge. Dempsey won, and I'm hoping on our alliance to stay true. Hoping we can keep the alliance strong all the way through. That'd be sick.
I didn't win the challenge, but that's okay. I'm hoping for some good luck and to make it, hopefully, oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Evan votes for Hunter to be out, because I'm obviously going to vote for him to be out, and then I'll have another chance.
Okay, we're back here. We've had a lot of time. Evan's had a lot of thought. Think about who he's going to vote out. Ellie or Hunter will become the 8th member of the jury, 12th person voted out. Just a second. I have 3 simple questions. Hunter, what's at stake here?
My life in the game. Plain and simple.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't really have a choice now. Up to Dempsey.
Ellie, what's at stake for you?
The same thing that Hunter said. All of it. Copied and paste.
What?
I said copied and paste.
Okay, but it goes a little bit deeper into that, right? Because all 3 of you are original Blue Tribe members. There are no more Green Tribe members. So obviously alliances through the whole time. So it's a little bit more than just getting voted out or your life in the game. It's also, it could be betrayal, you know? It could be, you know, it's a personal thing, but it's the truth, right? This is now day 41. Tomorrow will be day 42. So it's been a long time. Evan, this vote, it's the hardest one yet, but give me an idea. What do you base it on?
Can't say. But I feel like that's an after question. I'm not necessarily going to say what I'm basing this vote on yet. It's a very hard vote. There's a lot that goes into it for sure. We'll find out.
Okay, what goes into this exactly?
What goes into it?
Yeah.
You know, there's always, it's all about the final two in the final tribal council. You got to think about the jury. You got to think about, you know, who's going to vote for who you have chances against, stuff like that.
All right. Evan's the only one voting. Hunter and Ellie's votes will cancel each other out. We'll get to it. It is time to vote.
I feel that this gives me the best chance. And sorry to anyone that's heartbroken.
Okay. I'll read the vote. 12th person voted out, and the 8th and final member of the jury. Ellie. Okay, Evan, Hunter, you've gone as far as you can go in the game. Tomorrow, it is up to those 8 people over there to vote for you, and we will crown somebody the title of Sole Survivor.
Yeah, so I voted out Ellie. And you might be thinking I'm stupid, it's not as easy as you think. That's because when you think about winning in the end, 7 people, right? Because I have the advantage. And basically, if I would, let's say I vote out Hunter. Hunter's petty, okay? He's going to go to everyone. Vote Ellie. Vote Ellie. People like an underdog. I personally like an underdog. I don't like Georgia football. I like underdog people. I feel like Hunter and I's accolades are they're very similar, as I've found one more idol, he's won one more challenge, and I've won the most important. So, tomorrow, we'll see what happens, but
So I got voted out. Knew that was happening. Should I start crying? I got voted out. Good? Is that believable? Okay, cut all that, but I'm starting now for real. I got voted out, but I knew that was going to happen because Hunter and Evan are an alliance. So now I'm on the jury. I don't know who we're voting out because honestly, it could go 50-50. So we'll find out tomorrow. Or voting in, right? Yeah.
It's day 42. Today is the last day of Survivor, Equal Redemption. About to crown a winner today in Final Tribal Council. And we'll get down to it. We got our final 2 walking in right now. Evan, Hunter. We'll now bring in the members of the jury. Got Ella, Preston, Dakota, Cameron, Colton, Joey, and Ellie voted out at the last tribal council. All right, we're here with our final 2. Hunter, Evan, gone as far as you can go in this game. You guys are going to make your opening statements, and then the jury will ask you questions on what information they need to make a vote for one of you to earn the million. All right? So, we'll get started. Evan, you have a little something?
I do. It's an advantage.
Explain it.
Basically, so Keen's not here, so the advantage is supposed to let me vote out a jury member, but Keen's not here, so I'm voting his butt out. So Keen's voted out, so his vote doesn't count.
Okay, Keaton's voted out. It doesn't count. So it's just you 7.
Hey guys, if you guys aren't aware, I won 2 challenges. I found an idol and an advantage. My whole plan was loyalty. Stuck to it. I never stabbed nobody in the back. I thought I played a pretty good game, and so did Hunter. We both played good games, I guess. I like that. I like this final 2. I think it's gonna be a little fun matchup here, and hopefully I win, but I don't know. We'll see.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. I think that we both played a pretty good game, and something I would like to point out was that me and Dempsey were an alliance from the start, and so I tried to be loyal to him the whole time. And obviously there were times we went back and forth on votes, but I won 3 challenges. I also found an idol and tried to use it at the end. And if you guys have any questions about our gameplay, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I think either of us can win it. Ask some questions if you have questions, like go in depth. Love to explain stuff.
Jury members are getting the info they need right now, thinking about their questions. In just a second, they'll be asking Hunter and Evan specific questions, what they think they need to get their vote. All right, we're about to start now. Cameron, you're up first.
So you guys both played very similar games and you made some good moves. In my opinion, I think taking me out was one of the better moves. And I want to know which one of you came up with that and why.
Okay, so the thought behind voting you out, it was you, Ellie, and Ella still in the game, but Ella had just got voted out. You and Ellie were still a pair, and we were worried about that down along the line. We hadn't really talked a whole lot as an alliance, so we were worried that a power duo was going to come up just like Joey and Colton did, but they were on our side at that point, so you guys were just kind of the ones that were kind of on the outs.
Yeah, so in my eyes, from the beginning, Hunter and I were scared of the girls. You, Ella, Ellie, and Maddie. We That was our first targets. So, I mean, you guys are powerful. We got to break up couples, whether that's you four, Colton and Joey. And at the time, it seemed the best that we had to break up the girls.
So whose idea was it?
It was a joint idea. We had come up with it, and we had realized that that'd probably be the better idea.
Ella, you're up.
Okay, guys, loved both of your gameplays. If you could be sitting next to anyone else, who would it be and why? You can go first.
Okay, so my first instinct is to say Hunter because from the beginning,
That doesn't
I know, I was just kind of saying, from the beginning, we had said that we wanted to be in the final two together. But if I had to choose someone over there, I'd probably say one of the two from the couple. Reasons that they base their game kind of solely off of each other.
Okay, so this is a good question. And it's hard to answer because it's like, who do you want to take? Or is it like, do you want to have an easy win or do you want to have a hard win? If I was going for like a hard win, the answer would have been Cameron, because if she had come back in and won the challenge and got back in the game, then she would have been a big threat, because then she would have had like immunities under her belt. And then she could have said like she fought all the way back. And if she was here, that would have been like a hard win. Like it could have been really close for either person, for either of us. But an easier win, maybe like Dakota. But I mean, he was still a physical threat, but he didn't really do a whole lot. But it is just a matter of fact of the game. So probably one of those two.
Ellie, you're up.
Hold on. Okay. What are you personally looking for a winner, and do you think you achieved everything? Who wants to go?
When I see a winner, in my eyes, I see loyalty and accolades. And honestly, I think we both have that pretty evenly, considering we had been loyal to each other. And as far as we needed to, being loyal to our alliances, who at the time were our alliances.
I agree. I think integrity, obviously to an extent, you have to vote out somebody at the end of the day. So integrity is there, but it's not the highest thing. And then winning as well, which you both did a good job of. But also, I think it comes down to like strategy, like who you voted out and when. So kind of just when you think people made the best moves, I guess. Because if we had voted out you earlier and left the power couple in, then it could have been worse for us in the end game. So that's why we decided to take you a little bit longer.
Okay, Dakota, you're up.
What was y'all's like strategy, I guess, like for the whole game? Like who were you going after first? Like did you like already know like who you're gonna vote out in order, or like?
So it was actually more of a joint decision. We both pretty much see what was going on and then see who is the threat to our game at the time. There'd be times we both bounce off names off each other. Like, so times where like he'd say somebody, I say, okay, I think you're right there. Mine was actually wrong. And then I'd go one time and okay, actually I think yours is a little more right. So it kind of just depends on our situation. I think it set us up very well for success being on the Blue Tribe and giving us a lot more room to have more options.
I mean, all of our votes we kind of planned it out from the beginning. Like I said earlier, kind of with the girls and the couple breaking up different power alliances that we knew were going to be there. So I wouldn't necessarily say that you were at the top of our voting list. It just happened to fall into play when you did not have immunity that you were up next.
All right, chat. Who should get it next? Saying.
Joey, you're up. There we go.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Both of you played this game in a way that ultimately got you to the end, but I want to know, what is the biggest move you made that wasn't just about to getting into the final two, but why you deserved to be there? And why do you think your move was more significant to the rest of the game's move, especially in the context of how it impacted the players sitting here today?
So for me, there is a strategic move that I'm thinking of, but I'm also thinking of the name of the game this year, which was Redemption. Last year, I came in here with no immunity wins, and I lost all 3 challenges that I actually won. So that was a big part of my game this year, was actually winning. And as someone said last year, becoming the person I was supposed to be, which is kind of funny. But I did see the only difference that we had in votes was you and Colton, actually. I had Colton going first, and that's kind of why we both talked about it after like a while. I wanted Colton out first, and then after we both talked a little bit, like that's when we kind of saw that was like the one where it was like more of okay, that was kind of mine, and he was going for you. But then there was a couple where we just talked about it back and forth. We did talk about all back and forth, but it was kind of you two, and as a person wise.
I feel like our biggest move was bringing you and Colton along, because I feel like that you guys were, I mean, you're powerful. You guys aren't going to vote against each other. Hunter and I could have voted against each other in any moment, but I don't think you and Colton would. So you guys are just 2 more votes that would be with us, and almost guaranteeing a majority vote in every vote. So I thought that was the biggest move.
All right, Colton, you're up.
Gentlemen, congratulations. I guess it was deserved, some may say. Not happy about it. Wish I was there. When it comes to a temporary alliance, what made you think that was justified to stab me in the back?
So in my opinion, nothing was temporary about that alliance. You can only end with 2 people. So when you think about it, let's say it was the 4 of us in the final 4. You guys are going to stick together. One of us is going to turn on each other. So fate just kind of had it that one of you was going to go at some point, because we had to make a decision to guarantee that at least one of us made it to the final 2.
I think the thing with you and Joe was like you guys were an auto like double vote, right? So that's why we picked you up at first. Like I wanted to be with you, and it wasn't like okay, it's going to be them. It was like okay, it was us 4 till the end, and then it happened to be okay. Colton kind of became a physical threat, and we know you were smart. You could have became like a mental threat as well. So it was like okay, we have to somehow split them up, because at the final 4 we're kind of cooked. If it ends that way, one of us wins or one of us loses, like the other one's going home knowing that we were in alliance. So it kind of in our eyes had to be you, because you were the more physical threat.
Thanks for the compliments, gentlemen. Your advantage idol. Where did you get that from?
Over there. It was in the grass. Hunter and I actually went looking together. Hunter looked on the side that I was on. He missed it. And then we were walking by it, and I saw it.
Great game. We'll see how the vote comes out.
Okay, Preston, finish us out.
Both earlier said that y'all won a couple challenges. I'm gonna start with you, Hunter. You said you won 2? 3. Do you believe that the challenges you won are harder than his 2?
More physical, I think yes, but I also believe like part of the game was redemption. And last year why I struggled so much and didn't get a lot of votes was because I didn't win at all, right? I did redeem myself and do better. So I do think they were hard. I don't know, it's kind of hard to compare the ones. I don't remember the ones he exactly won. But I mean, I think overall I just won one more than him. So yeah.
The challenges that I won harder. The balloon one, no. But the last challenge was by far the hardest one. We decoded Morse code. And it was the most important challenge because it guarantees final 2. So in a way, I do feel like not necessarily it was the hardest and the most important. So there's that.
Part 2! Jury has asked their questions. Final 2 has answered the questions. Do you guys need to make a closing statement, or are you good? You satisfied with everything you've said? Anything else to add?
Thank you.
Okay. You have a few minutes for the jury to gather their thoughts. We'll get on to the vote. For the last time, it is time to vote. Ella, you're up.
I'm voting for this person because although I recognize that I was a big threat with an alliance of 4, Evan still didn't give me his idol, and I feel like I could have gone pretty far in this game.
Because like he tried like the hardest, I feel like, so I feel like he deserved it the most.
Pains me to vote for you, but had to be done.
The survivor with my vote is Mr. Dempsey. It comes down to when I was voted out the first and the second time. Hunter gave me a mean stank eye and I didn't like it. And you know, They both said kind words. They both gave good answers, but when it comes down to it, he's a mean staying guy. So, best of luck.
I liked his answers to my questions and everyone else's questions.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Evan, Hunter, Jury, thank you for another great season. Survivor. I'm about to read the votes, and we will crown a winner. First vote. Hunter. 1 vote, Hunter. Next vote. Evan. We're tied. 1 vote, Hunter. 1 vote, Evan. Hunter. That's 2 votes, Hunter. 1 vote, Evan. Hunter. 3 votes, Hunter. 1 vote, Evan. The winner of Survivor Eagle Redemption, Hunter. Congratulations. Congratulations, Evan. Congratulations, sir. Good job, good job. Good job, everybody. Oh, yes. Good job, good job. Okay. Wait,
Okay.
move a little that way.
Okay.
No, not that much. Just right there. Perfect.
Okay.
So, Cameron, talking about your tribe right now, you